everyone, and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. I'm Laura, and I read tarot and oracle. I will be here tonight to do a group reading for us, followed by some individual tarot readings, and then we will close with a pick a card. That way everyone receives a personal message. And I'm not sure how everyone is doing with their spiritual practice. And just turning this down, sorry about that. Not sure how everyone is doing with their spirit practice, but if you do any type of spirit communication, you may have noticed that the veil between the physical realm and the spiritual realm is becoming much thinner, so spirit communication becomes easier at this time. We have Samhain, which begins November 1st. Samhain marks the end of harvest. It is also a time that people would use in ancient cultures for connecting with the ancestors. Samhain also is the Gaelic word for November. So a lot of these celebrations would begin on October 31st. People would do bonfires, divination, just really celebrating and connecting with the ancestors and the spiritual realm. So I encourage you, if you do any type of spirit communication, to really stick with it this week, and especially October 31st and maybe even November 1st. That veil is at its thinnest. So it's been pretty exciting. A lot of changes in my world. I have 2 new people who are living in my house at the moment. So it's been a bit of an adjustment. I mean, it's a happy time, but there's also that adjustment. There's absorbing other energy that I'm not used to, really needing to set up my own sacred space and boundaries, because for those of you who are empathic, I'm sure you can relate to this, but you become like a sponge for other people's energy. You just absorb their emotion, you absorb whatever is going on. So that most of it's been really happy. It's my son's girlfriend and her 3-year-old daughter, and having 3-year-old energy around is so much fun. It's really exciting. And it's just a temporary thing. They're getting their own place, but for the next few months, we're just adjusting. So yeah, that's what's going on in my world. A little bit about what's going on with the energy around us with Samhain and Halloween. It's believed that a lot of the Halloween traditions could have been adapted from the Samhain traditions in the Irish and Scottish cultures when they first came to the United States. So the American celebration of Halloween kind of aligns with Samhain. So yeah, it's a great time. It's fun. I am really feeling the spirit realm more than usual. That's not to say that I don't feel it on a regular basis, but there's times where I'm not even trying to connect, and I'm really feeling things. So not sure if anyone else is in that same boat. So yes, I see What a Lovely Day says constant cleansing. Yeah, lots of cleansing. I get my Palo Santo spray that I have here. I also have the Palo Santo that you light, but that one I find Palo Santo doesn't really stay lit. So I enjoy using the Palo Santo spray. And I have a little ritual that I do. This really raises the vibration. It puts everything back into balance and high vibes. But what I do here, and I encourage you, especially if you can on October 31st, if you're going to do some spirit communication, really try to have a little ritual. What I do whenever I'm doing any type of readings, healings, or just meditation communication on my own, what I do is I get out my Palo Santo spray, and I like to work with the elements. So there's always the 4 cardinal directions. And I use my Palo Santo spray, and I say, I am aware of the energetic connection between myself and others. I release all energy that is not my own. I release all stale or stagnant energy, and I reset myself and this space back to the vibration of love and light. And then I just visualize as I spray in each direction, north, south, east, west, or usually I would say east is in front of me. So I'm visualizing the east. I spray, and I just visualize that the spray is clearing and putting this white light of energy all around me. So I would go in each direction like this to clear the energy and bring in the new. So that's one thing I do. Then another thing, for Samhain, if you would like, I really strongly encourage working with candles. I feel candles really raise the vibration. They also give us a focal point during our meditation or any type of, just to bring yourself to center. So when you want to get grounded and centered, so I'll take the candle, and I like to call in my spiritual team, as I like to say. So my ritual, when I started it, I was using a 3-wick candle, which this one's not, but this works perfectly if you have a 3-wick candle, or you could even put 3 candles out in front of you. And what I do is I light, and I say, oh my goodness, my mind just drew a blank. I do this every single day. How can I not know? I light the candle, and I say, I open this space to Great Spirit, Mother, Father, God, creators of the universe. And I light, and then I say, into my higher self and the wisdom that resides within. And I light that second wick or the second candle. And then I say, into my spiritual team, my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, crossed over loved ones, ascended masters, extraterrestrial guides, and any other beings of the highest love and light that are working with me at this time. And the more I have said that ritual, especially the last part when I get to into my angels, spirit guides, I can feel them moving in around me as I go through each guide or protection that I'm calling in. So it's been very interesting. And if you're not able to, I see that What a Lovely Day says, yes, fire is strong. Unfortunately, I can't use it, but LED candles I use. That is perfect, because you don't have to have the actual fire. And I always say, practice fire safety. I have fire extinguishers on every floor. And never leave your candle unattended. So those are just some rituals, some things that I say. And divination it'll be a perfect window for divination come October 31st. And what I do whenever I'm going to use my cards are a great tool for divination. What I do when I shuffle is I just visualize, any old energy falling away, and I visualize that white light coming through. And I have a little thing that I say. I'm very, very into ritual. I find that ritual, it helps us to stay, it brings us that focus, but it also helps our spiritual team to understand how we communicate, and it sets the boundary for this is spirit communication time, because I don't want to leave myself an open channel 24/7. I want, and that's not to say that I'm not using my intuition throughout the day, but I don't want spirits contacting me whenever they choose so that I will get a message to their loved one. To leave yourself open like that, it can be very exhausting. And I always say they need to make an appointment just like everyone else. So this will signal to my spiritual team that this is the time that we're really going to communicate. And so what I do with my cards is I say, I cleanse this deck of all previous energy it may have picked up. I release any negative, stale, or stagnant energies. And I return it back to the vibration of love and light. And I just visualize the energy with each of those sayings. And then I do everything 3 times. I've done that my whole life. I never knew why as a young child that I had to repeat things 3 times. I'd never heard of the 369 code. I didn't know I was a life path 3, but 3 works for me. You want to adapt to you what works for you. So because I do everything 3 times, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now my deck is clear and we have a strong bond. My deck knows we're ready and this energy is open. So that's just a little bit I wanted to share with you. If any of that works for you, feel free to use it. I always suggest modifying things that you can feel. Like I'm very like clairsentient and claircognizant. I feel and I know. So when I do these rituals, I can feel the energy. I feel very connected to spirit. I feel connected to the tools that I'm using. So yeah, that's just a little bit that I wanted to share tonight. So I hope that you all have a very happy Samhain. And if you celebrate Halloween, a happy Halloween and many blessings with the spirit communication. So now I would just like to say some quick hellos. Thank you. What a lovely day for being here. Good evening to Suzette. Hello, Millie. Thank you for joining us. Good evening, Victor of Truth Wave. I'm seeing the comments that a lot of you use 3, so that would feel very natural to you. Then that should be part of your spiritual practice. Good evening to Karen Suki. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Angela. Who else do we have here? Witchy Trista, good evening. And I believe that is everybody. If I missed your name, I do apologize. I really appreciate. Oh, Megan, good evening. So nice to see you here. So we have Megan. And now I believe that is everybody. Okay. So what I'll do is I will start us off. And Whitney Walker, thank you once again for joining us. So nice to see you here. So what I will do is I will get us started with our group message. Hello to Shelley, Seeker of Truth. Nice to see you. Okay. Let me just connect in with this group's energy. And I will get a general message for us for what's coming up for the week. This could be the collective, this could affect you individually, or it could be a combination of both collective and individual energy. So take it how it feels to you. Whatever feels right to you, you will know what message is meant for you and how it applies to your situation. So let's get a general message for the group for this week. And I'm seeing this card here, Spirit saying, go with this one. Okay, so our card is Eclipse. Celebrate cycles. So that's very fitting considering that we have the end of harvest. We're marking the end of harvest on November 1st. So that is a cycle. And we haven't had eclipses recently, but maybe you're still feeling that eclipse energy. Maybe things were revealed to you during the eclipses that now you are working through. So, however that applies to you, celebrate the cycles. Halloween is a celebration. If you celebrate Halloween, that is perfect to connect in with this energy. Okay. And now let's see, what is our theme for the week for this group? What is our theme for the week? Okay. Dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with a dark complexion or hair. Okay, last week we had a female. This week we have dealings with a male. So, what I'm feeling here is that this coming week, relationships and connections are really important to us. And because we had the card Eclipse and celebrate the cycles, I feel like these connections and dealings are meant for you to embrace and celebrate. So I'm seeing celebration with another person, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a man. It could be someone who embodies the masculine energy. But what I see is strengthening of bonds and celebrating something with a man. So keep an eye on that this week. I feel like this is positive energy and uplifting, a strong connection. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Okay. Now let's get a message from our soul. And I tell us this every single week, and I can't say it enough. Our soul came in with a plan. You are not here by accident. The lessons, the challenges, the blessings are all meant to be. Your soul planned this. This is for your own individual and collective growth. And your soul is speaking to you every moment of every day. We just have to take the time to listen. And if you can connect with your soul, your path will become so much clearer. Okay. Let's see. Oops, we have one card here. Codes of the seed. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. So, what I see is a time for action. Whatever you're manifesting, perhaps you've done the dreaming phase, you've done the visualization, and maybe you've even started to create a plan. You've written things down. You know where you want to go. Your goal is clear. Now it's time to take action. And you don't have to know every single step. You don't have to know exactly where you're going because the blueprint is within you. Your soul knows exactly how to make your dreams happen. Your soul knows how to navigate the path. So trust when you get that intuition, whether it's through feeling, whether it's seeing, whether it's a knowing, however it comes to you, trust that your soul is speaking to you. Yes, Suzette, we chose to be here at this time. And now let's see what blessings are coming to us this week. What blessings can we expect? Let's get one card. Whoops. And Spirit's telling me go with this one. So that's the one I'm going to go with. Six of Air. This is like the Six of Swords in the traditional tarot. Relief, hope, and moving on. So that difficult situation that you've been facing, that challenge, that lesson, whatever it may be for you, it could, and I feel like for some of us, this has to do with the home. So maybe there's a situation within your home. It could be something physical, perhaps a home maintenance project that wasn't going to plan, something broke, needed fixing. It doesn't have to be the home. I know this is very specific, but somebody here, this applies to you. And for the rest of you, it could be a relationship that didn't work out. It could be a job. It could be perhaps there was a passion project you're working on and things didn't work out. And you reassessed and realized this just isn't for me. And it left you maybe with some heartache, some bad feelings, but now you're moving on. Now you've learned what it is you need to learn, and you're moving forward. So if it hasn't happened yet, relief is on the way. You are being led to better, especially with the mind, a better, happier mindset. And just letting go. Okay. And how can we work with that energy? How can we work with this Six of Air energy, this moving on? And Suzette says, beautiful, appropriate cards as always. We fixed the heat again and smoke detectors. And Suzette, I just went through that same thing. My husband's been fixing the pellet stove for the past 4 days. Yeah. So I know New Hampshire winters are cold. You need that heat. Okay. So how can we work with this energy, this relief, this moving on? Know that you are protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. So working with angels this week, really feeling them. I can't remember where I heard this, but I was doing an angel ritual with someone, and oh gosh, she referenced somebody, and I wish I could remember who it was, but imagine the angel wings wrapping around you and giving you a hug. Know that your angels are always with you. Your angels are there to protect you. So whatever is happening, if it seems unpleasant, if it seems difficult, know that no harm will come to you. Your angels are there to protect. And on that note, let's see what angel would like to work with us this week. What angel would like to work with us this week? Let's get one card for the group. What angel would like to work with us this week? Okay. This message comes from Archangel Zadkiel. Call upon me, the Archangel of Memory, when you need to increase your mental abilities, remember facts, or release unhappy memories. So Zadkiel can definitely help you with that Six of Air energy, that moving on, that releasing of unhappy memories. So the affirmations you can use: my memory is perfect. I remember everything easily. So if you are working on something and you really need your memory to be sharp, call on Archangel Zadkiel. So that is what I have for the group. I'm hoping that resonates with you. And I am sending you all so much love and so many blessings. And now, if you would like a personal reading, I will open us up for individual readings. If you have a question that you would like answered, if you could type into the chat now, yes, me, please, or I would like a reading. something along those lines in all capital letters. That way it stands out. What I will do is I will write your name down, and I will pull names from the cup, and we will let Spirit decide who receives readings today. Okay, so Whitney Walker. And what a lovely day. Okay, so let me write this down. Whitney Walker. What a lovely day. Okay. Millie, you are welcome. Millie says, thank you, Laura. Great messages. Okay, so I have 2 who would like a reading. I'm certain I can get to 2 readings. So, okay, Nicole. All right. I wasn't sure what your name is. You've probably told me before. I forget. I haven't seen you in a while, but I do remember your YouTube handle. What a lovely day. Okay. All right. So Whitney. Oh, we have Neil. Okay. So I have 3. All right. So Whitney, you will be first. If you could type your question into the chat. If I could have you type your question into the chat, we will start with you. And it's getting cold outside, so I am back to my tea drinking. This is, I believe tonight's tea is ginger and peach. Okay, Whitney says, I am struggling with a lot of things, my purpose, my worth. Okay, so Whitney, if you could phrase that into a question, that would be helpful for me. And we could get some guidance for you from Spirit. And Shelley says, coffee time here. Yes, I do drink coffee, but not caffeine. I gave up caffeine a while ago. Occasionally, I would have a little bit of caffeine, but with coffee, I go decaf. My tea is decaf. This is an herbal tea. So for the tea drinkers, milk or no milk? I'm a no milk person. My tea is, I add a little bit of honey unless the tea already has a lot of flavor. The milk I did as a child, I didn't really enjoy it. It was just the way my mother did it, but okay, so Whitney Walker, what does Spirit say in regards to my purpose and worth? So Nicole says no milk. I agree, no milk in tea. And Witchy Trista says depends on the tea. No milk for Neil. No milk, says Karen Suki. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not strange. Some people think I'm strange because I don't put milk in my tea. Okay. All right. So Whitney, I think, and Whitney says milk. Okay. I'll have to give it a try again. Maybe with a black tea. I would like milk. Yeah, I don't put sugar in mine. I either drink it plain or I put a little bit of honey, depending on the flavor of the tea. Okay. So Whitney Walker, what would Spirit like you to know about, I would say, about building your worth? Oh, I am not an Earl Grey tea person. I see Whitney says Earl Grey only. You know, that is the one tea I really don't enjoy. I love many teas. Chai, I agree. Chai tea needs milk and a little sugar. So I see that, Megan. Yeah. Chai tea needs, I haven't had chai in a little while, but I was drinking quite a bit of it. I found this one tea. It's actually a coffee shop near me. They have all kinds of different coffees you can buy, but they have a small tea section and they sell the loose leaf teas. And I had never heard of yellow tea, and it was called Chinese sencha. And then I thought about it, and maybe that's the tea they use when you go to a Chinese restaurant here in the United States. Maybe that's the tea they're using. Anyway, it's a yellow tea, and I really like the flavor. However, the caffeine content was way too high for me. Every time I drank it, it would make me get the jitters. I really had to be mindful of how long I allowed it to steep. I couldn't go over whatever it was, the 3 minutes. Each tea's different, but yeah. Chamomile. I didn't put milk in my chamomile, but I did put honey. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the Chinese restaurants in your area use green tea. I don't like plain green tea, but I do like green tea. Like I had a green tea with there was a green tea with blueberry that yeah, it was acai or acai, however you choose to pronounce it. It was green tea with acai and blueberry, and that was delicious. I like that green tea, and I liked the green tea that I had that had turmeric, green tea with turmeric, and green tea with ginger. Those were both really good. Okay, so getting back to Whitney Walker, I'm going to connect in with your energy. And what would Spirit like you to know about building your confidence and worth? Okay, I'm just scrolling back to make sure I understood your purpose, about building your purpose, connecting in with your purpose and your worth. Oh, wow, you can hear. You can hear them? Oh my goodness, Susa. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I don't know why, but this microphone that I have, when I go to do a live stream, for some reason it must be the platform I'm using. I don't know how to block out the background noise, which is really weird. Because if I use Zoom, I can block background noise. So yeah, I think they're having dinner downstairs. Okay. All right. So, Whitney Walker. I'm just connecting in with your energy, Whitney. Then, Whitney, as soon as I move into your energy, I'm feeling my third eye pulsing. I'm feeling a lot of, like, Spirit showing me you're in your head a lot. You're thinking, your dialogue. Spirit's referencing your self-talk. That perhaps your self-talk may be blocking you or making it difficult for you to move in the direction of your purpose and for you to really see your self-worth. So Spirit's saying, work on your self-talk. Say positive things about yourself. Make it a habit of talking to yourself the way you would talk to your best friend. If you were trying to encourage your friend, if your friend was looking for their worth or their path, what would you say to them? So be your own best friend. So let's get a card for Whitney. And this one. Okay, the Emperor. So Spirit showing me taking charge of your life, really seeing yourself as being in control of your path, of your destiny, of your purpose. That things are not happening randomly around you. If you can take a look at your surroundings and see what you have created, And sometimes this can be a little bit difficult if our surroundings are not what we wanted to manifest. But understand that you co-create with the universe. So the reality that you are living, you have created. And you have control over it. You can change those parts that you don't like. Spirit's drawing my attention to the word organization. So get organized. Organize your thoughts. Organize your space. Organize your routine. What is it that you would like to manifest? And if you don't know, maybe you're at a point where you're uncertain about, is this the right path for me or is that the right path for me? That's okay. Don't be hard on yourself if the path isn't clear, because Spirit's saying focus on how you want to feel. If you were at the end, if you were at the finish line and your reality all around you was exactly the way you would like it to be, how would you feel? And then you can go from there. Once you create that feeling, once you say, I want to feel like a leader, I want to feel like a queen, I want to feel eternally grateful, whatever it is, then you can start thanking Spirit for aligning you with a path that makes you feel thankful, or aligning you with a path that makes you feel like a leader. And you could say something along the lines of, thank you, Great Spirit, for bringing me the people, places, and experiences I need for my soul's highest good. That may be a good affirmation for you to start with. But just some organization, so realizing that you are in control. The situation doesn't control you. You can, there may be some things in your life that are outside of your control. Yes, that's true. But the one thing you can control is how you react to it. So understand that you can create with the universe. You're not bound to one picture frame, so to speak. So hopefully that's making sense to you, Whitney. But this is a good time for building that structure, that foundation, because I do see you as a leader. I see you as the organizer. I see you as the one who has mastered the art of seeing the dream and putting it into action. So let's get another card for Whitney. How can you work with this energy? The Three of Earth. What is your talent? We get this card a lot. This group gets this card a lot. What is your talent? What is it that you are good at? What is it that you would like to learn? Build upon it. Collaborate with others. Find a teacher. Or perhaps you are the teacher. You're the one who shares your work with others. But build upon your skills. This is really the time for refining. Refine those natural talents, because what I'm seeing here, my hand wants to move. I'm seeing you creating. So perhaps you're skilled with some type of artistic abilities. This could also be writing, because my hand is moving. I feel like you have a story to share. But a good place to start would be to journal. Journal the journey is a phrase that's popping into my head. So journal what it is that worked great for you today, and journal what was hard, what was difficult about the day. Hi, Chloe. I'm not sure, is what too late? Is it too late? I'm not sure if that was a question for me. Okay, so journaling your journey, Whitney. But I see you being recognized. You're meant to be in the light. You're meant to share with others. And I see someone helping you because I'm seeing others around you. This is really a good time to collaborate. If there's someone that you're considering reaching out to, reach out to that person. Reach out to them. Maybe they can teach you something. Maybe you have something to share them. But Spirit's saying you're not alone on the path. So connecting with others will really assist you in finding your purpose and in building up that self-worth and that self-esteem. Okay. And now let's get one last card for you, Whitney. Whoops. Yeah, Spirit wants me to go with this one. Okay, the 5 of Fire. So what I see is that some things may come up for you. You may have more than one choice. You may have things come up. It seems like one after another, and you're not sure how to navigate or move through the more difficult or heavy energy. But what I see you doing here is resolving that. I see you making changes. I see you through trial and error, moving through the energy. So the message to you here is when things get difficult, don't give up. Keep going. Ask Spirit for guidance. Try something else. If one thing didn't work, try another. Because I feel like trial and error is really going to assist you on your journey. So Whitney, in those difficult moments, know that there's a lesson there. There's something for you to learn. It could be that Spirit's telling you adjust your strategy, adjust your way of thinking, adjust how you talk to yourself, whatever it may be. Know that the difficult times are not to knock you down. They're to build you up and make you stronger, and that you will get through them. So Whitney, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that resonates. I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay, so now we have, what a lovely day. We have Nicole. So Nicole, if you could type your question in capital letters into the chat. And Suzette says, I love hearing others' readings. I can always relate. Me too, Suzette. I feel the same. Okay, and Whitney says, thank you, Laura. You are so welcome. And Chloe, were you asking for a reading? Is that what you were asking? Was it too late to get a reading? No, Chloe, I can add your name. Okay, so let's see. I would love some guidance from my guides. Okay. All right. So Nicole, I'm going to connect in with your energy. And Chloe, I added your name. All right. So let's see. Nicole. Nicole, when I connect in with your energy, I'm really drawn to my shoulders. It's like I've been carrying a burden of some type. And then my skin starts to feel tingly. And I'm feeling like the message Spirit saying is you haven't been comfortable in your own skin, if that's making sense to you. So I feel like there's some self-acceptance that perhaps is your challenge at the moment. So connecting with your inner child, perhaps. I'm feeling maybe the inner child, some healing, some self-love. And trusting your intuition, because now I'm drawn to my third eye. Trust your intuition. That you're more connected than you realize. Okay, so let's get a card for you, Nicole. Let's get one card. We have this one here, the Wheel. So I see changes for you. Remember, what goes up must come down, and what goes down will come up again. The world is always changing, and so are we. We are not meant to stay the same our whole life. We are meant to change. We're meant to grow. So maybe who you were a few years ago isn't who you are today. And maybe you're not yet who you are becoming. I feel like you've been in that in between. So hopefully that's resonating with you, because I'm really feeling an in between here. That it's just a matter of allowing the changes to take place, shifting some energy and releasing those last few things that no longer serve you, releasing that self-doubt. Because I see expansion and growth here for you as well. Your luck is about to change. You're making progress towards your soul's plan. You're moving in the right direction. So anything that may seem like a setback to you, or anything that feels stuck, it's there for a reason. It's part of the process. If things were to go smoothly all the time, we wouldn't grow, we wouldn't change, we wouldn't awaken. We need the challenge in order to awaken. And Spirit's drawing my attention really strongly to that word awakening, that part of your soul's plan is to awaken. And awaken to what? Awaken to your own divinity. Awaken to your connection to spirit, to see yourself as this bigger, more powerful being than just this 3D body. And I'm seeing that your soul has encountered many lifetimes. And the wounds that you've accumulated those wounds over the course of many lifetimes. And they're not there to hurt you. They're there to assist you. And those gifts, those spiritual gifts that you have, you've accumulated them over lifetimes. And now it's all coming together, because I'm seeing the wheel turning. I'm feeling like, we're putting in the ingredients, we're baking the cake. And when it's done, it's going to be that more awakened Nicole. So I'm hoping that resonates with you. I'm really hoping that makes sense. Okay. So moving forward, what action can you take to align with this change, to align with that progress and good luck? Okay. Ooh, here we go. We have one that fell right out, so that's the card. 5 of Earth. Okay. So letting go. This mindset, because I really am feeling this is your mind. the worry, the feelings of not being good enough, the feeling of uncertainty, the feeling that things are not right. Letting go, releasing that, gaining a new perspective. Allow others to assist you. And if others can't be somebody in the flesh, if you don't feel like you have that physical person that can assist you with what it is you're trying to release, with a new perspective, call upon your spiritual team, because I see your angels here. Your angels are holding the door. It's like the door is halfway open. They're showing you, come this way, come this way. And now you just need to proceed to walk through it, and things will become much clearer for you. So if that means deepening your spiritual practice, connecting more deeply with your soul, connecting more deeply with your guardian angels, because I'm seeing angels around you. And the most important angel to call on, in my opinion, is your guardian angel, because your guardian angel is just for you. Like, we can call on Archangel Michael, but Archangel Michael's here for all of us. But your guardian angel is for you. That's the closest, most personal relationship you'll have with another angel. So allow them to assist you and free your mind. Rather than looking at what you don't have, and I'm not saying never to do that. I mean, we all have things that we say, oh, I wish I had this, or if this would work out. We all have something that we're striving for. So I'm not saying never to do it, but if you can make your primary focus the things that you're thankful for, that will assist in shifting your energy. And Nicole says, yes, I am relying on myself a lot with any burden I'm feeling. Yes, and that can be a difficult place to be. I do understand that. Okay. So continue with the gratitude. Continue. Because I do see some worry here. And Spirit is saying you are enough. You are. Just the way you are. You can even try this meditation where this is something I've done. You sit and you get into your meditative state and you call in your angels and you ask Spirit to show you yourself through Spirit's eyes. Or your guardian angel, ask your guardian angel, show me myself through your eyes. And if you can get a glimpse of how perfect and just beautiful and loving you are, that's such a wonderful feeling. So give that one a try if it resonates with you. And let's get one last card. So what does Spirit says go with that one? The Star. So I see you releasing the burden. I see hope. I see renewal. I see relief. I see you gaining strength as well. You've walked through so much, your soul, your physical self. And I see, although the journey hasn't been easy, and although there may be a little more to go, there may be some bumps, I see your load getting lighter. So have faith, have hope. Relief is on the way. So Nicole, I'm hoping that resonates with you. And I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. So next we will have Neil. So Neil. Oh, you are so welcome, Nicole. Thank you for joining us tonight. And stick around for the pick a card. Okay, Neil, you are up. If you could type your question into the chat. Okay, so while we are waiting for Neil, I will just flash my information. If anyone would like to book a private reading or healing, I'm also a Reiki practitioner. I have gone through the master level training. So some would say I'm a Reiki master. I don't think I'm a master of anything, but words. So feel free to book your own private reading or healing on my website. If you have any questions, you can email me info@letspiritguide.com. If you like the work I do here and would like to make a donation, donations are not required, but they are always appreciated. You may do so through either my Venmo or my PayPal, and I have left the links here. So let's see if Neil has written his question. Okay, Neil would like any messages from his guides. Okay. Good evening, Neil. So let me just connect in with your energy. Oh, thank you so much, Shelley. That was very kind of you to say. I really feel like I don't do anything. If I am honest about it, it's all spirit. But thank you. I'm glad that these readings resonate with you. Okay, so Neil, just moving into your energy now. Neil, when I move into your energy, my knees hurt. And so I don't know if this is literal knee pain or if spirit is telling me something about perhaps being grounded. The knees, what would the knees mean? This is new to me. I'm asking spirit to give me more. I'm not sure. We'll have to pull a card and get some more insight on that. Perhaps you've been working, doing some type of physical work that is putting pressure on the knees. Okay. I'm just going to pause for one moment. Okay. Whoops. Looking for that button. I can't find what I'm looking for. The mute. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Just, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Neil. Your communication with spirit is righteous and masterful for sure. Hit my knee the other day. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Now that I would not have gathered, but yeah, I was wondering if this was literal. Okay. All right, so Neil, moving back into your energy. Hit your knee the other day. Was it the right knee? Because that's where I'm feeling the pain, is in my right knee. Okay. So Spirit's talking about awareness. So perhaps sometimes we have these little accidents because we're not present in the moment, is what Spirit's saying. So Spirit's bringing my attention back to the present. So to be present, slow down if you can. Slow down. That's what Spirit's asking. Yep, banged it good. That makes sense. Sometimes we need to slow down. Okay. So let's get a card for you, Neil. Let's get one card for Neil. Ooh, what would Spirit like you? Spirit wants me to go with that bottom card. 9 of Water. Wishes, dreams, and happiness. So what I'm seeing here for you, Neil, is that you had dreams. You had things you're striving for. You had a vision. But it seems like now more of your time is being consumed by the day-to-day routine, the obligations that you face. We all have obligations. We all have things that we must get done. And sometimes our dreams and ambitions take a back seat. Or maybe we still have the dream, but we're not as connected to it. And what Spirit's saying is reconnect with your dream. Really find that youthful energy, because your dreams can be your reality. Your dreams, it's not too late, is what Spirit's saying to me. Your dreams are planted within you for a reason. It's your soul's way of saying, this is how I want to feel. This is where I want to go. This is your soul's path and your soul's plan. So don't give up on your dreams. Make a wish. And if you don't have time for ritual, if you don't have time to spend visualizing and feeling the dream, you don't have to have this huge, large production to communicate with the universe. Your communication is an ongoing dialogue. So even just, this picture here, picking up, does anyone remember doing this? Picking up those, were they the dandelions when they were dying? Is that what those were? And blowing on them and making a wish, or blowing out a birthday candle, whatever it is, you can, I talk to my tea, to my water, whenever I pour my tea or my drink in the morning. I whisper to it, what it is I want to manifest today. And then I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because we don't always have to compartmentalize. We don't have to have our spiritual practice over here and our daily life over here. You know that you've mastered the energy when you can integrate the two. So find those creative ways. But Spirit's saying, don't give up on your dreams, because your dreams are ready to manifest. So hopefully that's making sense to you. I see your wishes being fulfilled. I see things working out for you here. But Spirit's saying communicate. I'm really drawn to the throat chakra here. Spirit is saying to connect with the universe, communicate to the universe what it is you desire, and really feel it, because the feeling is really going to propel you forward. And let's get another card for you. So I see happiness. I see happiness all around you. I see the happiness is already there. You have many things to be happy about. And that's wonderful. And now just remember to say it. Remember to say it to the universe. Thank you. Thank you, universe. And let's get another card. How can you align with this wishes fulfilled energy? So I see good news coming in for you. So expect some good news, something exciting. I feel like whatever this good news is that comes in for you, it's a blessing. It's going to assist you in your material reality, your physical reality. But I feel like for you, it's more about material gain. So this could be financial. This could be because I'm seeing a building. So this could be an improvement to your physical space. But good news is coming in. And just allow this energy, because it's going to change things for the better for you. And I'm drawn to the word resources. So Spirit's saying use your resources wisely, that you already have the resources you need to complete any project, to make any dream come true. So just take stock of what you have, whether it's a physical ability, whether it's something financial that you have, whether it's your communication with Spirit, your ability to manifest, whatever it is. Spirit saying really, really take stock of your gifts, your blessings, because you already have the resources. So know that answers are actually right in front of you. Sometimes things are hiding in plain sight, but this good news is going to propel you forward. This good news will make your physical reality a little easier. So Neil, hopefully that's resonating with you. Oh, that's wonderful, Shelley. Shelley says, yeah, good news. This is like for me too. Wonderful. I have some ideas I've been working on, says Neil. Okay, great. So let's get one last card for you. All right. Oh, we have one popping right out. So renewal. So I see, some spiritual and physical growth for you. This awakening. This awakening, I feel like this is awakening to your power. When you see how things are turning out for you, when you see that you were in control the whole time, that you just had to go through the process, and at some point it's like you're steering the boat with the actions you take and the plan that you came up with. But then there's this surrender that needs to take place. And once that surrender takes place, I feel like that's when everything starts to come to you. That's when everything changes. That's when you see the results of the hard work that you've put in. So Spirit is saying that you're going to realize that everything you have done up until this point, like why you're where you are, all the blessings you have coming to you, is because of your own skill, your own growth, your own self-worth. And I see you really taking stock of, it's like this evaluation, those thoughts, those behaviors that no longer serve you. I really see like this surrender and this letting go. in becoming that even more authentic version of you. So Spirit saying, you're answering the call. You're realizing just how powerful you are. So Neil, I'm hoping that resonates with you. And I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Oh, Neil, that's wonderful. So Neil says, LOL, awesome. Thank you. Excellent. Wow, this is the best reading I've ever had. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, Neil, I mean, every card I see here is positive. I don't even see, with tarot, there's like, why I don't use reversals religiously. I mean, if it falls out in reverse, I'm going to read it in reverse, but I always turn my cards face up. A little OCD on my part, but I have them all going in the same direction. But why I don't use reversals is because in most cards, there is a negative and a positive aspect to each card. But when I look at these, I see nothing negative. Every single card here is positive. My energy is like, the first thing I do when I look at a card is I feel, because that's my most natural clair, is my clairsentience. So how do I feel when I look at that card? Every single one makes me so happy. So Neil, I'm so happy for you. This is a very positive reading. Okay. Aw, Shelley, that's beautiful. Thank you. I wish you guys could see Neil. I like sitting here listening and watching. Very emotional. Aw, wonderful. So wonderful. Okay. All right. And last but not least, we have Chloe. So Chloe, if you could type your question into the chat. Oh, thank you for joining us, Patrick. Made it in. Many blessings to all of you. I banged my knee now. All is awesome. Okay. All right. So Chloe, if you could type your question. A general reading. Okay. All right, Chloe. So I'm going to connect in with your energy here. So Chloe, as soon as I shifted into your energy, the words "keep up the good work" were just like shouted at me. So Spirit is saying, keep up the good work. Whatever it is you've been doing, keep doing it. Your spirit, your spiritual team, they're giving you a round of applause. Okay. All right. So Chloe, I'm seeing here, like in your energy as well, that you don't see just how far you've come. You don't see just how wonderful you are. Like Spirit showing me you through the eyes of Spirit. Like this, keep up the good work is like the congratulations you should be giving yourself. That perhaps you've had one or two things, little, I don't know, kinks that you're trying to iron out, maybe little bumps. But that's okay. That doesn't mean that all the work you've done is erased. Because that just means that, hey, look at this little bump in the road. How's Chloe going to navigate it? How's Chloe going to get through it? Is she going to fall into old patterns? Is she a more evolved or grown soul who can now get through it easier? And look, you are getting through challenges easier. You're worthy. Like, I don't know. So, and I know others struggle with this as well. But it's like we're not able to praise ourselves for some reason, because maybe we were programmed to believe that that's narcissistic, that's conceited. Liking yourself and loving yourself is okay. Like, you should be your biggest cheerleader. It's not tooting your own horn. Like, you know the difference between someone who, just talks about themselves endlessly about how great they are, and you can be modest and still love and praise yourself. If that's making sense to you. So it's okay. It's okay to congratulate yourself for doing a good job. Okay. All right, so let's get a card for Chloe. Seven of Water. So Chloe, what I see here for you is you have a dream. You have a vision. You have choices. You're putting things together. But at the moment, perhaps you're a little bit overwhelmed with the number of choices that you have. Because you look and it's what I'm seeing here is like, oh, this would be a great idea. Oh, but this would make me feel really good. This would be a nice addition. And in the moment, they all seem good. They all seem self-gratifying. They all seem to bring pleasure. But we can't do everything. We can't choose everything. What is that one thing? The one thing that makes you feel really aligned? What is the one thing that makes you feel most connected to spirit, most like you are in alignment with your authentic self, most true? Because that's where you want to put your focus. You haven't quite walked through that door. You've tried many things. And yes, they brought you happiness. But now you're seeking fulfillment. Happiness is good, but you want fulfillment. What will leave you fulfilled? Because fulfilled is lasting. We have moments of happiness, but when we're fulfilled, we feel it all the time. So perhaps you're procrastinating a little bit because you're uncertain. And what Spirit is telling you is that there is no wrong choice. Just because you make a choice, and if you find out later, this really doesn't make me feel fulfilled, like I was happy in the moment, but it's not sustainable, you can course correct. You can still try out something else. So don't be so worried about making the wrong choice. Because it's you don't have to be perfect. We don't have to get everything right on the first try. Sometimes we're going to like something, and then later on down the road, it's not going to fit anymore. So I feel like there's this over-analyzing here. So get back in touch with yourself, your inner self, and say, when I make this choice or this decision, how do I feel? Which feels the most aligned? Not necessarily which one gets me to the finish line quickest, but which one feels the most aligned. So, Chloe, hopefully that's making sense to you. And let's get another card for Chloe. Spirit's saying this one. Okay. All right. So the 5 of air. So perhaps you need to go back. Those things that didn't work out for you. Chloe, I really feel like this has to do with a project. Is feeling really business related. So whether it's how you market your services, if it's a web design, if it's, I'm feeling like a connection, if it's a business connection where you get product from, whatever it is, if it didn't work out, know that you are not destined to continue that path. You can make corrections. Spirit saying take the time to look at you want to look at the whole picture, but break it down. Look at what is working and write it down, because you want to raise the vibration. You want to get in a place of being more open to receive answers, to receive spirit communication. So you want to raise the vibration with that, what's working. And that will help you to build your self-confidence as well, and give yourself that praise. And it makes it easier for spirit to communicate with you about the course correction. So after you look at what works, write down what isn't working. What is it you would like to change? And then ask spirit to guide you. Ask spirit, what is one step I can take in the right direction, or in the direction of change, to get me to where I want to be? Because what I'm feeling here is that you got overwhelmed by something not feeling right, or feeling aligned, or something not working. And perhaps for you, it made you feel like the whole project or the whole situation wasn't working. And Spirit wants you to know that's not the case. That there may be things that aren't working, but that doesn't mean the whole project isn't working. So just reassess. Take some time out to break it down. Breaking things down into smaller pieces may be a lot easier to work with than the whole project. So, Chloe, I'm hoping that's making sense to you. Once you break it down and you look at what isn't working, you can ask Spirit to guide you. You can ask Spirit, what is one step I can take? Just take it one step at a time. And perhaps asking yourself why something didn't work. What one thing would you change about it? So asking, what can I change? What would I change if I could? Okay, so Chloe says it makes perfect sense. Okay, good, Chloe. All right, so let's get one last card for you. Spirit saying go with this one. Okay, so what I see here, I drew the 5 of fire for you. So what I see here is there are a few more steps. When we start working with energy, it's almost like, that game, what is it, Jenga, I think it's called, where if you move one piece, you have to be really careful because it can cause other pieces to fall. So Spirit's saying, as you make changes, you may find that, oh, I want to change this as well, and I want to change this as well. That's okay. It may get a little bit frustrating. It may seem like, oh, will this end? Now I've made a bigger mess. But no, you haven't made a bigger mess of anything. It's when you fix something here, you have to align something over here as well. And know that that energy will move quickly. You will figure it out. In the moment, it may feel like it's not going quick enough. In the moment, it may feel like you don't have the answer. But it will come. You will move through it. So just know that changing one thing may lead to you changing multiple things. But you will be okay. You will get through it. Just try to remember, this too shall pass. So Chloe, I'm hoping that makes sense to you. That is what I have for you. I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. Well, thank you all once again for being here. And now it is time for everyone to receive a personal message if you so choose. If you would like to get a personal message, what you're going to do now is you're going to choose the number 1, 2, or 3 to receive your personal message. So let's see. If you chose number 1, 2, and nope, here it says top card 3. Okay. If you chose the number 1, your number is 17. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. I am independent. So that is your message. If you chose number 2, your number is 111. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. And your affirmation, I am creative. And if you chose number 3, your number is 10. You have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details, then direct others how to carry things out. I am ingenious is your affirmation. Okay, so that is what I have for you this evening. Thank you all so much for being here. If you could, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone you feel might benefit from these messages. If you have not already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. We are here every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And when I hit the end, if you could refresh the page and leave a comment, that really does help to get the message out to more people. So thank you all. Once again, if you would like to book your own private reading or Reiki healing, you may do so right on my website. And I've left the link here. It is www.letspiritguide.com. If you have any questions or comments or would just like to connect with me, you may email me info@letspiritguide.com. And if you like the work I do here and feel called to make a donation, you may do so through either my PayPal Laura-Bennett-1111, or my Venmo, Laura-Bennett-229, and I've left the links to those below as well. So I hope that you all have a wonderful week. Have a happy Halloween, a blessed Samhain. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay whole, and as always, let spirit guide.